We always enjoy at the holiday concert to have the marching band do a cameo performance of their competition show from the season. And we have been told over and over and over again that it's just marching band. Why do you guys do what you do? Your music is too hard. Your expectations of the kids is too hard. Do easier stuff. If you do easier stuff, then the judges can give you higher points. We don't want to do a 7-minute show if we have an opportunity to get in front of 3,000 people at the end of the season. We want all 10.5 minutes. We don't want to do something where every musician plays the same melody all the way through. We don't want to do a show where there's no soloists. We want to do a show that challenges our trombone players and our mellophone players and our woodwinds to be featured and our pit musicians to be featured. We want to do a show that is going to challenge these students, and that might mean that there are a few mistakes here and there along the way, and that also might mean that instead of scoring a 79, we score a 75 at championships. But we are always going to approach it with more sophistication, more music, and a great deal more that these kids are going to earn at the back end of the project. What you're going to hear tonight is, in many ways, a true symphonic metamorphosis. It is a show that is designed to be a mini opera. Nobody else is doing what we're doing. And sometimes the judges don't know how to judge it, and that's okay. You'll hear Oshri Barak on the narrative. Oshri, go ahead and take your stage wherever you are. And a wonderful conducting job by Caitlin O'Neill. You'll hear many, yes indeed, you'll hear many soloists throughout the performance. It's a show that is based on an ancient Persian poem called The Conference of the Birds. We've adjusted it just a little bit to make it make sense in our context. The music is originally composed for these students, and it's based on some traditional Persian melodies and rhythms. But for the most part, it is composed here at Van Nuys High School for Van Nuys High School students, which is also something unique in the world of high school marching band. We compose directly for these kids, and we arrange it for their talents. So, what we're going to present to you is a thing of beauty, a great effort, and was received very, very well by our audience, as all you know. So, we hope you enjoy The Conference of the Birds.
As we travel to ancient Persia, where we find two birds talking about how to discover true happiness. As they spoke, they remembered the legend of a great phoenix who lives on the tallest mountain of the world. According to this legend, any bird who simply hears the voice of the phoenix will forever feel the warmth of a fire of happiness burning in their heart. They decided to invite all of their friends to a magnificent conference of the birds to figure out how they might find the great phoenix. fire of happiness from the great phoenix. And so began their difficult journey to find true happiness. They listened and listened, but the voice of the great phoenix was silent. The only thing they heard was the sound of their own cries echoing off the sides of the mountain. It was then that the birds realized that their own voice was, in fact, the voice of the phoenix. And it took the long journey for them to realize that the true gift of happiness was the fire already burning in their own hearts.
Soloists, come on up. Trombone soloist, our drum major, phenomenal student and executive officer, Guillermo Mora, trombone soloist. Come on up, sir. Another one of our executive officers, Omar Olmos on trumpet. Another one of our seniors, mellophone soloist, Hades Avila. And the mysterious voice of the echo trombone. Osvaldo, where are you? You're hiding back there, you're the echo. Osvaldo Gabriel. All right. And I'd like to very quickly thank our boosters, Mrs. Arroyo, and all the folks that have really done fantastic work to support us throughout the course of the semester. And all of you parents that have taken your kids to Saturday events and all the other things that have